Hi, my name is Ann. Thank you for joining me today. I want to talk about frequencies. There has been and will continue to be a huge influx of crazy frequencies that are going on. Now, I have been dealing with these and integrating these for the past 5 or 6 years. So I'm very familiar with this process of frequency integration. It is definitely not an easy undertaking. I'm not going to go into minutia detail on this video only because it is a very personal experience for each individual. So there is no way of giving you a cookie cutter approach for dealing with them because, as I said, it's a very unique experience for each of us. Now, just so you know, I happen to be a very highly sensitive person. So I pick up on these frequencies through my body. So I feel them when they're high and they're coming in. This will not be the case for everybody. Some will feel them strongly, others may not feel them at all. They are, though, in fact, hitting us and happening. So whether you feel it or not, it is a phenomenon that does occur when you are increasing your consciousness and becoming awake. So what happens is a couple of things. There's the physical aspect to it. So there's some like myself who feel these physically, and I think more and more people are going to start to feel this physical effect. And it's not only the ascension symptoms that you will feel, but it's also, in some cases, the nervous system being completely affected. Now, this can be from head to toe. Some would feel it in specific body points like their feet or their hands or their head or all of the above. And it really gives you that feeling of being very anxious. The other effect it has is on perhaps your mental stability. So as these high frequencies come in, it can give this feeling of losing your grip emotionally and not feeling well balanced. So you may find yourself going through emotional extremes, very high to very low. And this does occur when these frequencies are at their high levels. Now, they have been extremely high from the past few days. Collectively, a lot of people are feeling this. Now, I've been feeling these for a very long time, and even today I'm finding that it has been unbelievable. So again, we're seeing more and more people becoming activated. So what is the best way to deal with them? Well, I think first of all, the number one thing is awareness. So if you understand, first of all, that this is happening, you are halfway there. So it's a really important part of the ascension process is to incorporate and integrate these frequencies into your body structure. Now, here are some tips, I guess, if you will, to help you integrate them based on my own experience. I'm sure there's a lot of other solutions depending on the type of person you are. So I kind of look at it as two extremes. There are the side that affects your nervous and mental system. What do you do with that? Well, the first thing you do is you do not reach for alcohol and drugs, because that is something that many people would tend to do out of habit, because if they don't know what's happening to their body, that tends to be the best way that society has found to numb the pain. A really good way to deal with them is to exercise, even very slowly, to go for a walk, to recognize that yes, this is occurring, and to not fight it, and to flow with it as much as possible. The other thing that happens is the other extreme, whereby you get very tired. So you need to realize that this is occurring so you can almost alter your lifestyle slightly to adapt more rest time. Now, this is important because these frequencies aren't just there to piss you off. What they're doing is changing, altering, and adjusting your physical body and increasing your vibration to more closely match the new vibrational frequency of New Earth. So, once you start to realize and work with this when this is happening, it will become a little bit easier. Now, as you move through this process, there are times when you're going to feel the exhilaration and the joy when these new frequencies come in. So as you release the old, outdated programming through some of these more difficult and challenging times in your life, you will be able to bring in and hold on to these new higher frequencies much more easily. Now, this is something that is going to continue to happen because this process is going to take some time. So if you learn to embrace it, to accept them, and to figure out your own best way of dealing with them, then it becomes much easier. Now, not only getting outside and walking and some sort of physical activity as a solution, but something that worked for me was to keep my mind occupied on something using my hands. So if you get away from it, and especially if you put down your phone because you're holding on to an electronic device, which is going to, in some cases, stimulate it even more. So cooking, artwork, any sort of project that can occupy you, that can really move these energies into really good and productive activities. That also includes, creative work as well. Now, as you continue to move through them, you'll find it gets, like I said, a little bit easier. And there are many, many, many people going through this right now. So don't feel like you're alone. There are times when the emotional side can take a real deep dive. It can be extremely difficult, to the point where, you need to really reach out to somebody, to a friend or to a guide or to anybody to help you work through that particular moment in time. What happens is, as you get through that moment, the next day it's easier again. So a good night's sleep it goes a long way, and you will find yourself having elevated and have learned something from that particular purging or release or high frequency process. So you're not alone. It's okay. Figure out your best tools and methods to get through them. Thank you for watching. Hey, if you resonate with me, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.